Hello viewers, welcome to the best purchase guide on YouTube. We all know that it's difficult to find the best product according to our budget. To make your purchase decision easier and to save your time, in this video our expert team picked only the finest items for you based on features, manufacturer's reputation, price and actual user feedback. So, if you choose from this list, you can be rest assured that you're buying the best product. Please check the description below for product links and updated prices. Also, please don't forget to subscribe to our channel. So, let's get started.
Our number one pick is Vortex Optics Tactical 30mm Rifle Scope. While the earlier rings mentioned above were standard height medium rings, this new series consisting of Vortex Optics Tactical rings is offered in both high and low sizings so that they can accommodate a range of different scope bells heights and other. Tactical rings differ from general purpose rings in the sense that they can be used in use by military or police at some point during their lives. Vortex provides these rings with a variety of heights, however, they remain at the size of 30mm tubes all around. This is due to the fact that the 30mm size is at sniper level as well as the general police standard size in optical systems. The Vortex 6-screw system was specifically designed to handle recoil, similar to heavyweights such as the 416, 300 PRC 300 Win Mag, 338 Lockwood. These scope rings were designed to fit Picatinny style and like rail mountings, which makes them easy to set up and take down for a police or military application. Shooters who are interested in long-range shooting also benefit from this design. Vortex Optics got the message years ago about the requirements of the most advanced shooters. Our second best scope mounts is Modcon Medium Scope Mount. The rings and bases are designed to be set on a Picatinny rail that is similar to a Weaver style. This allows the ring and base system as simple to install as it is possible to find, and you can rest assured that the setup will secure the scope into the position it is secured. These rings are equipped with a tap strip to ensure that the rings won't harm your scope tube once they are installed. The system is installed using single high-quality nuts and clamps. Rail installation time is small and precise. I frequently use this method to test multiple rifles with one optic. Switching off from one rifle to another is easy. Design in see-through style, provide potential visibility for open sights. Meanwhile, hollowed-out configuration helps to release heavy duty when clamping your scope. Built-in tape inside per rings to prevent from marring the scope, also prevent sliding and holding position accurately. Third choice in our list is Boris Optics Rifle Scope Mount. Boris offers an optics mount which has been gaining popularity lately with the AR-15 platforms with chassis rifles and other long-distance longer receiver rail applications. These mounts and bases are a single cantilever type unit that locks to your Weaver style rail by using two knobs or bolts. This base system gives you the possibility of obtaining the entire setup with a 1-inch to 30mm ring and also the 20mm angled top plate to provide and rise in elevation when shooting targets with a longer range. The tops of the ring have additional rail mounts that allow for the installation of night sights such as red dots, spotlights as well as laser rangers and sighting systems. It's simple, adaptable and well constructed. It's a great value when compared to those who shoot on a regular basis. Number 4 in our side is Vortex Optics Precision Rifle Scope Rings. In a shift towards more expensive rings and bases, Vortex provides the precision matched rifle scope rings, and the manufacturing process has taken it to a new level. The materials are top of the line all over the board and they are available in 30mm, 34mm and 35mm diameter tubes. These rings are part of the same playpen as the top brands, and are sold for professional use hunters who want the best quality that the manufacturer has to offer. The rings are constructed in pair and are cut with precision, after which they are inspected to ensure that they are perfect to ensure the shooter gets the best. In terms of exactly where and when these types of rings get used, it's when the target on opposite ends is trying to hurt you or anyone else, or the new game of ultra long range shooting is coming forward and requires the finest for the 1 or 2 mile shot. These rings are made of USA 7075 aluminum billets that is held to tolerances as low as 0.0005. The process is carried out by using cutting techniques that are computerized. For details, let's watch more.
Hi, this is Ryan with Vortex Optics. Today we're going to talk about an important and often overlooked issue regarding rifle scope performance, and that is proper ring torque. You might think that to prevent your rifle scope from sliding loose during recoil, you would want to use as much force as possible to tighten the rings. However, this is not always the correct thing to do, as over-tightened rings can actually impart damage on your rifle scope, possibly permanently. We'll show you exactly what that looks like a little bit later, but first, let's take a look at what to do to properly tighten your rings for optimal optical performance. First things first, you want to make sure that you have the proper tool, in this case, an inch-pounds torque wrench. If you're using Vortex Optics rings, we recommend that you use the torque wrench mounting kit shown here. It's very simple and easy to use, offers fast and easy adjustments, incrementally 1 inch-pound at a time from 10 to 50. And of course, you'll need rings. And today we're going to demonstrate using the Vortex PMR and the Viper rings. While the techniques and torques we'll discuss are specific to Vortex models, they'll also apply to many other popular rings on the marketplace. So let's get started with tightening the Vortex PMR horizontally split rings. As you can see, I already have the lower half of the rings already mounted to the single piece Picatinny base, and the rifle scope has been properly aligned and leveled. If you have any questions about how to do this, please take a look at our How to Mount a Rifle Scope video. Next, we want to secure the upper ring halves to the lower ring halves. Make sure to set the torque wrench at the proper torque value. In this case, we want to go between 15 and 18 inch-pounds. Now, sometimes with larger, heavier rifle scopes, like the Razor HD 3 to 18 and 4.5 to 27 Generation 2, we could run a heavier ring torque, up to 18 to 22 inch-pounds. For the Vortex Viper series, Razor LHs, and other scopes, again adhere to that 15 to 18 inch-pound range for best performance. With horizontally split rings, tighten the ring screws in a crisscross pattern, the goal being to maintain an even gap between the top and bottom halves. Be sure all screws are fully tightened when this is complete. A general tendency when using a torque wrench is to run the torque all the way down, where in fact we should be doing this incrementally. I like to go about a quarter turn at a time until I feel good pressure on the screw head, at which point I'll cam the torque wrench over, allowing it to snap at 15 inch-pounds. Vertically split rings will require a slightly different tightening technique. Begin by fully tightening both top screws at 16 to 18 inch-pounds, then tighten both bottom screws at the same 16 to 18 inch-pounds. Be sure all screws are tight when complete. At this point, your rings have been tightened properly and you're set. Now that we've shown you some of the best practices regarding tightening your rings, we do want to talk a little bit about what can happen if you tighten rings without this proper technique. Applying slightly too much pressure to the scope tube can cause the erector tube and adjustment turrets to malfunction and the parallax adjustment cell to lock up, resulting in erratic tracking and parallax error. If you're seeing this happen, there is a quick remedy if the rifle scope is not permanently damaged. Just loosen the ring screws and start over, applying the proper torque. This will immediately release the pressure on the tube, allowing the rifle scope to track properly again. Tightening the screws well beyond the recommended torque specs can actually crush the tube. This will permanently damage your rifle scope, and in most cases it will likely need to be sent in and evaluated by our repair team. Over-tightening can also be caused by using thread locker on the ring screws, so while it may seem tempting to use it, we would recommend against this. Well, that's about all on how to tighten your rifle scope rings. Again, when tightening the rings, make sure to follow the instructions that come with your rifle scope and don't over-torque to prevent permanent damage. If you have any questions about tightening rings, what type of rings to get, or anything else, feel free to contact us via email or phone. We're always here to help.
Last in our top 5 best scope mounts list is Leupold dual dovetail scope rings. This is a step towards the base and ring configuration that isn't Weaver designed. However, it utilizes the holes in the receiver that are drilled in the factory for a hunting rifle, and when rings are attached using the dovetail twist system. Friction, if you like. The use of a dowel made from wood helps align the rings once they are set in the dovetail cut. It is a solid system and is a vastly different approach from the present trend in the attachment of the scope and base rings. Once the installation is completed, they are very sturdy mounts that will last for a long time. They are mounts with a low profile and are made to fit standard bell-sized scopes for hunting rifles. I am currently using this system on a 22 to 250 Remington Model 700 heavy varmint rifle and the Winchester Model 70 22 to 250 light carry varmint gun and a Remington Model 7 carbine weather fighter in the 243 Winchester. These bases and rings are ideal to set up in a non-removable configuration for a personal rifle that is long haul. The bases and rings are made of forged and machined steel. They are designed for extremely hard use, such as in large hunts, in harsh conditions and in weather. Thanks for watching this video. Hope this guide will help you to make your decision easier. Don't forget to subscribe our channel for more guide and special tips on your feed.